Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Try Some, Buy Some by George Harrison. As usual, this song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers. So if you want to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. And hey, George Harrison, we all know who he is, right? Member of the Beatles, uh, also in his own right a fantastic musician. I will say I have received a couple of requests to listen to some songs off of All Things Must Pass, and I got to be totally honest, guys. I've heard All Things Must Pass from start to finish. Sorry, All Things Must Pass. I've heard it from start to finish. I like a whole lot of songs off of that album. Actually, the whole album itself is a wonderful listening experience. It is a fantastic album. Probably, honestly, one of the best albums of all time. So, if you are a George Harrison fan and you have requested a song off of All Things Must Pass, and I have not gotten to it, that's why. I have heard every single song off of that album. However, I have not heard every single song off of this album, Living in the Material World, although I have heard a couple. I've heard Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. And that honestly might. Actually, I've also heard the title track, Living in the Material World. And I think that is actually it. So this will be new for me as far as songs off of this album. Again, it will not be. This will not be my first time ever listening to George Harrison. But hey, hopefully we're in for a really good treat here. So let's listen to it. Try Some, Buy Some. George Harrison. Let's do it.
Way back in time, someone said try some. I tried some, now buy some. I bought some. Oh, oh, oh. After a while, when I tried them, denied them, I opened my eyes and I saw you. Not a thing did I have.
I like that. I really like that. You know, I often debate when it comes to their solo work. I often debate which Beatle is my favorite. And I feel like I always flip flop between Paul McCartney and George Harrison. I don't know, man. Songs like this make me lean more on George Harrison, but then songs like "Band on the Run" make me lean more, Paul McCartney. Man, fantastic song. I loved it, and I'm seeing here this was produced also by Phil Spector, who is known for that wall of sound production method, as it says here, which I remember kind of talking about when we reviewed some other artists. I know he was a big time producer. Also, if I'm not mistaken, a really bad person. Anyway, um, the point I'm making though is that I feel like this was a sort of wall of sound type song where there was like a lot happening, but it all worked really well together. So anyway, I really like this one. Let's break it down piece by piece, starting with those lyrics. So, way back in time, someone said, "Try some." I tried some. Now buy some. I bought some. Oh, 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 after a while, when I had tried them, denied them, I opened my eyes and I saw you. Not a thing did I have, not a thing did I see, till I called on your love and your love came to me. And I almost wonder, like, is this about drugs? Or at least this first part? Because then, like, after, let's say it is drugs, like, after trying drugs, I opened my eyes and I saw you, right? Maybe having that trip, that sort of religious experience through the drugs. I mean, I don't know. This is just a guess so far. Let's keep reading. Uh, Through my life, I've seen gray sky, met Big Fry, seen them die to get high. And when it seemed that I would always be lonely, I opened my eyes and I saw you. Not a thing did I feel, not a thing did I know, till I called on your love, and your love sure did grow. Actually, maybe it's about religion. Maybe, trying religion is what kind of got him to. And so when he opened his eyes and saw you, some sort of God. I don't remember if George Harrison was Christian or not. I don't think he was, considering in My Sweet Lord he sings about what was it, some Krishna or something like that? I forget, but um, I don't know. I have no idea what this guy's background is, but where were we? Not a thing did I feel, not a thing did I know, till I called on your love, and your love sure did grow. Um, won't you try some, babe? Won't you buy some? Won't you try some, babe? Won't you buy some? I'm interested to see what this person says. The song ostensibly to a woman shown in the last stanza, but it is as much to God. That's kind of what I figured. Again, this is unreviewed. This is just another person's kind of opinion on this, unless we have a quote from George Harrison himself. But yeah, that's kind of what I started to think as I continued to read. The title is Divine Misdirection. One thinks the song will be about a different topic or theme having more to do with living in the material world, but it plays off our desire to try and buy some material thing, and we are trying and buying love, divine love. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too, right? Like, so maybe that's it, right? In their life, they way back when someone said, "Hey, like, you got to try out religion. Like, what do you believe in?" That those kind of conversations that I kind of always come up. And then when you bought into it, after a while, I had tried them and denied them. So maybe at first, religion wasn't for him, until one day he opened his eyes and he saw the person, whoever it is, right? The deity that he believes in. And this was a point where he didn't have anything. Not a thing did I have, not a thing did I see, till I called on your love, and your love came to me. So, regardless of, like, his social status or his wealth or whatever, like, I think he's realizing that without the love of the God, the deity again that he worships, like, he didn't really have anything. He wasn't really seeing the world as it could have been, right? And again, he's had a hard life, right? Through my life, I've seen gray sky, met Big Fry, seen them die to get high, right? I've seen the junkie, I've seen the person who like truly has nothing. And when it seemed that I would always be lonely, I opened my eyes and I saw you. Yeah, to me, this is definitely a song about religion, coming to religion, right? Kind of figuring it out, and essentially buying into. what the religion itself is asking you to try. It's what the religion is selling, right? So, I mean, lyrically, I thought it was really well written. I always appreciate when an artist can write a song and it kind of makes you stop and think about the lyrics, and there's room for your own interpretation, right? Like, easily someone could, as I did at first, like take this to be a song again about drugs or about a specific vice. I feel like people could also take this and make it about like a material, physical love between two people, right? The way I'm interpreting it is more towards what the person kind of said here in the annotation, right? Of love of a deity, love of a religion, love of a god of sorts, you know. And I don't think any three of those would be wrong, essentially, right? Like, yes, the artist always has their reason for writing, their own message, their own beliefs in the writing. But once you release it out into the world, it becomes the audience's to interpret, right? So I do love when a song is open enough that we can kind of take our own interpretations from it. And I love that about my comments section, is that, since I do spend a good amount of time of each review talking about lyrics are very important to me. I love thinking about and talking about lyrics, and I love songs that have incredible lyrics. All that to say that, I forgot what I was saying. Essentially, I love that. Okay, I remember now. I love that about my comment section, because regardless of what I say, people will always come in and say, well, here's what I interpreted, or here's maybe what the artist sort of meant, or, we have this from an interview or what have you, right? So I do love that we can all kind of have our different interpretations. I'm sure there's one correct one, but, it's whatever. Anyway, all that to say, lyrically, I thought it was great. Really well written. 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, I think George Harrison does a great job here vocally. In the verses where he's kind of talking about how he's lost or how he maybe didn't have religion, I think he does a really great job of a vocal delivery that is kind of more melancholy, that you do feel that really the emotion of like that lost feeling. But then when we get into the chorus where he talks about how the love came to him, all that stuff, I think he really does a good job of selling the optimism. It does very much feel more optimistic in the vocal delivery and in the instrumental delivery, because again, in the verse, like the piano, the kind of moodiness of it is very kind of dour, and you're like, oh man, like he's going through something right now, and I can kind of feel it too, right? But then when you get into the chorus, it does kind of take that upbeat a little bit. It sounds very positive, if you will, and I think it was a really good production to be able to mesh those two together without it sounding corny or forced or anything. Like, it really did feel naturally transition from one point to another. And really in the chorus, when he's talking about, like, again, kind of finding that love, that's when I feel like you really get the wall of sound, where you can hear like piano, and you can hear the bass is just deep and rich, the drums, like there's all these elements that suddenly burst forth in that chorus that I think, again, kind of helps contribute to that very optimistic feel. So yeah, I think instrumentally, vocally, 2 big thumbs up from me. And then as far as replay value goes, I mean, yeah, like I said, I really like George Harrison. This might be blasphemous, I don't know, and I feel like maybe I've said this before, but I enjoy George Harrison's solo work and Paul McCartney's solo work more than I enjoy the Beatles. And I do enjoy the Beatles. I do like a lot of their songs. Don't get me wrong. I am not a Beatles hater by any means. But I don't know. Something about their solo work, just, it does it for me. I like it. So anyway, all that to say, hey, this is hitting the playlist. I really like the songs that I've heard from George Harrison, from his solo project. Again, All Things Must Pass. I keep saying past. All Things Must Pass is a like top tier, one of the greatest albums of all time. And yeah, there's not much else to that. And then here, I mean, the songs I've heard from this album are pretty damn good too. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. This is going to make the playlist. Can't wait to listen to it again. 2 big thumbs up there. So yeah, thanks so much for the person who requested this one. As always, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, I know George Harrison's not with us anymore, but you should always go support your artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel today, consider supporting the channel. Like and subscribe and comment. All that stuff helps me out. You can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. All right, y'all. That's going to be it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.